What is up, guys? Here it is, your boy CAGYJAN, back at it again with a new video. And in this video, I'm gonna start documenting people in Axie Infinity within the deep community of Axie. There's a lot of valuable individuals in Axie Infinity. I just noticed with this interview with Wavy Turtle, he's a top 300 player. He breeds Axie and makes money, quit his job, and not only that, he's now starting to breed for the future of Axie Infinity. He's foreseeing the future. He's seeing how many lands there is out there, and he's like, dude, we're gonna need a lot of Axies for land gameplay. So I'm starting to breed for land. There's a lot of valuable information in this. He talks about AXS, the value of AXS. He talks about the potential value of land in the future. He talks about a lot of things, and I think there's a lot of people like him in Axie Infinity that have a lot of knowledge, but are not necessarily out there like me and other content creators and other whales that do interviews all the time or whatever, right? So here we go. I hope you enjoy this little interview. Let's go. All right, man. So we're ready. So yeah, tell me a little bit more about you, and
Hey,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, definitely. So I've been playing Axie Infinity for like the past 10 or 11 months now, and I started like everybody else, like, oh, I'm just gonna put my toe in. I'm just gonna be a breeder. I'm gonna get a forest plot of land, and then I just kept going with it. And then every single update that's been coming out for the past almost year now, I've just been keeping up to date, and I was able to turn Axie Infinity into my full-time job.
For real. And you
So
live in
yeah.
United States.
I live in the United States, and Axie Infinity is my full-time job. Right now, I am less than 50 feet away from the ocean in Puerto Rico.
Wow, dude, that is insane. That is insane. All right, so can you tell us a little bit more about AXS and why it has value, so that people that don't understand AXS, the AXS token, can understand the actual value behind this token?
Definitely, because it is complicated at first, but I'll break it down. Let's start with the very basic thing that AXS, if you have AXS, you have voting rights. So you'll be able to choose where the game goes in the future. So that's a value to somebody who plays the game, but let's get into something that's valuable no matter what. Let's say you're a breeder. You need to have one AXS every single time you do a new breed with Axies. And this is a new thing. So this is actually a burning mechanism for AXS, on top of the fact that the issuance is only going to 270 million of these tokens over the next 5 years. And those will be earned through staking rewards, which if you own AXS, you'll be able to stake them and then get paid out that way from the marketplace, actually giving its percentage to the AXS for the value. So that fee is actually value for AXS. So all the volume that's going through the Axie marketplace
Which is a
is,
lot. Which is a
yeah,
lot.
which is,
Let me
I don't
see.
even know the millions anymore. Could you get that number up for me?
Yeah, 15.8 million. So, how much is the percentage? Isn't it point?
2.5,
Mm-hmm.
I believe,
Two.
2.5 or 3.5.
No, I think it's 2.40 something. Yeah, 2.45%, something like that. Yeah, for sure. It's a lot. It's a lot, and that goes to the community treasury, and then we have a percentage
Exactly.
in the community treasury. Obviously, we don't have 100% of the community treasury. We get a percentage of that 100% inside the community treasury. That is basically injected from the marketplace fees.
Exactly. So the marketplace fees, that's adding value to this. The fact that you need AXS to breed new Axies, that adds value to AXS. And a burning mechanism, as I said. So every time that somebody plays the game and just does a simple breed, your AXS raises in value. Now, I want to talk about land real quick as it pertains to AXS, because land earning will be earning a way larger percentage right in the first year and the second year of land play being out. And then after 5 years, all of the AXS will be issued. I honestly don't know what happens after that. I do know that with that hard cap and people still burning AXS and breeding new Axies, that's just going to raise the demand even more, just making the value go to, I don't even know. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, how do you
Yeah,
how do you calculate that?
yeah, I don't really understand how to calculate that, honestly. But how much do you have an idea of how much AXS we're gonna make in land? Have we heard any idea on that?
So we have rough ideas from just, doing the math against the issuance rate, against the value of these boxes when they first came out. But that's all we have, because we know that to get a Mystic plot of land, one of those crates, it was 1 Ethereum. And to get a Savannah land, it was 0.05 Ethereum. So we could try and figure out the issuance rate on that, but then there's also the Genesis plots of land, and you'd have to calculate those in. There's really just no way of actually knowing. Me personally, I decided to become a land baron because holy shit, land might be the best investment of 2021. If you think about it, we
That's a
are
good.
at the forefront. We are at the forefront of the video game industry getting NFTs. So if we're actually earning something for all this valuable time we're putting in and valuable knowledge, because you can't just jump in and start burning SLP and AXS and expect to do well. You need to know which exact breeds you're trying to get. There's a chance in there. There's gambling. It's all
Yeah,
so
this
perfect and so new.
it's a lot. It's a lot of
Eh,
information for sure. Especially the breeding is one of the most. It seems easy from the outside, but you really need to understand what people are using in the meta PvP. You need to understand Axies, how they're how they play with each other, how they counter each other. Also understand the cards. Also learn the cards so you can actually read every Axie as soon as you see it, even from how it looks, you know what cards it has, and that
I,
all like speeds up your process.
I'm not even going to lie. I'm doing this new tricky thing. So I love playing Dusks, and I've figured out that if you put water traits onto a Dusk body, you can make that Dusk body turn blue. So they look like Aqua Axes. So it looks like I'm playing an aquatic on the front end. That's the type of tricky types of breeds I'm trying to work towards, just to make my opponent misplay. So, like,
Interesting.
oh yeah, even the color of your Axie, something that you would think would not matter, actually, if you catch some dude who's just a little bit tired and they play one card in the wrong order, like you change the entire match and you win. And that's how I become a top 300 player every single season. Like those small
Wait.
tricky
You're top
things.
300.
I'm top 300.
Interesting.
Yeah, no.
That's a grind, dude. Wait, but you grinding? How many hours are you grinding a day? Because you love this game, so it doesn't really matter. Um,
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I play 1 hour guaranteed every single day. But on the days when I'm like, hey, it's raining outside, I'll drop 4 or 5 hours into this game. And we
oh,
don't even have land play out.
yeah. I'm looking to play with you, man. You seem like a nice guy, man. You seem like a cool dude. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 26 years old.
Interesting. Hey, bro, you're making a living right now, and what is your main income like within Axie? Like breeding? Is it playing? Is it
Breeding.
breeding?
It's
That
breeding. Want to hear it real quick?
yeah.
I have a
Go.
I had bought 60 Axies, and I have just been earning and earning and earning SLP, and now I'm just breeding them away. And I'm doing, huge breeds. I'm doing 2,400 SLP and 1 AXS to do these breeds. But now that I have all the heavy breeds out of the way, I'm just breeding for 200 SLP and 1 AXS, and I'm getting an Axie that's it's worth .1,
Okay.
but I sell it for .03. because I'm just looking for an instant sale right there on the day. So every single day I can get one sale, just no
Damn.
problem, $110,
Right,
and
right.
that's
You don't
with
have to
1 hour
kill.
of play.
You don't have to kill the market. Yeah. Like you don't have to like. You don't
Exactly,
have to like. You don't have to like put the prices so high. You're okay with making making your money back, making some back, and that's okay. That's okay. That's actually what I've been telling people. The more people breed, and I told people before running, I told, look, at the beginning it's not gonna go down, but over time prices go down because more people breed. There's people like you that are like, you know what? If I'm making money and I could put it at a better price, and I don't need to be making $500 for every single Axie, then I'll just put it at a good price. People could buy it, everybody wins, and that's it. So I think that's important
exactly.
for the economy, so that more
I
players
can
can come
make
in.
SLP work. I can
Right.
make SLP profitable up to 50-cent mark. Like, that's insane. That's $5.50 per win,
Yeah.
because you get paid 11 SLP at the higher levels, higher rankings for anyone who doesn't know, and you also have 60 energy instead of 20 when you have more Axies for anyone who does not know.
Damn. Bro, let me ask you. So, do you calculate all your breeds, like on a spreadsheet or something like that, or you just do it kind of on the top of your head and you just go with the flow?
I actually name my Axies. So, like, I have Alexander the Great, who bred with Chichu. And these two Axies I know are going to breed out, because I want to know which lines of Axies are related and unrelated, so that I can eventually know that, oh, if I trade this Axie for a new breeding partner with, say, my friend Pollution, at Pollution, shout out, Twitter. But if I trade with him one of my Axies, so I can, get, everything out of the family a little bit, all of a sudden I can make all these cheap breeds with this new one who's not related to any of my 101 Axies.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, yeah. You put in
So
work.
it's,
You put in a lot of work.
yeah, it's about family.
Yeah, yeah,
If you
yeah.
can figure out your Axies families, that's the most profitable way I've found to do this, because the gambling mechanism to get two specific Axies that are like, oh, I'm trying to get this one part on this one part, it's not going to work out. I'm sorry.
Right,
Like,
right.
you're,
You need to get as close as possible.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're not going to get a yam with a grass snake, with a garnish worm, with like, you're just not going to get that Axie. You're going to instead breed for 10 Axies, sell 4 of them, and go buy that one Axie on the market with the money you made from the 4 sales. Then you have the 1 good and the 6 breeders. That's a much better profit than anything else I can think of in this game right now, because land play is not out. Once land play's out, it's game over. This is the best, like, this is a full-time job for anybody who owns land. That's my prediction right now.
Damn, bro. I'm glad to have like picked you up from Twitter like that, man. I think I seen your name around, but there's a lot of people in Axie, and this is cool. This is something that I could probably do a little bit more. Maybe do a series of people that are part of the community, and basically document their kind of like you know what they're doing in Axie. I think that's I think that's really really cool. I think I'm gonna make this into a series. I think
I
this is fun.
I got a name for it. The
Uh,
documentary part 2, a
Doc,
follow-up to Axie Infinity's documentary.
interesting, interesting. I think yeah, it's definitely a follow up. Definitely a follow up. We just gotta find the name that that so that people can kind of like understand from the name, like it's interviewing the individuals that play Axie Infinity, right? But yeah,
Very true,
it's
very true.
definitely a follow up, and I think what they did in the documentary, it's great. It's an amazing documentary, but there's also, and I told the play to earn, the people that made it, I told them, look, there's the whales, and there's also people that are like not necessarily like super whales or anything like that, but these are people that are like at the medium level or a little bit higher than the people that are playing to live, their day to day, food to food, right? And you're kind
Exactly.
of one of those that not necessarily like mega well, like has millions of dollars, but yeah, you are processing a few $1,000s a month, and it's a significant amount that is actually helping you live in the United States. Um, I know
Man.
from actual gaming PvP, I know for the United States it's not a lot, but if you could convert it like you doing with with breeding, with understanding land, understanding AXS, and looking into the future of this game, this is really interesting. I'm really interested now. I'm really interested in doing this more. I think I'm gonna pick
Oh,
some other people up later on.
hey, I can give you two people who you should definitely interview who I talk to all the time on Twitter and Discord. Pollution, I follow him on Twitter, and also Luna Kitten.
Luna
Luna
Kitty. I seen
Kitten.
Luna Kitty. I think I bought axes from him. I think he has dumped some axes on me.
Oh yeah, no, dude, these are some interviews you definitely got to get because like you said, we're the middle level players in this game. We are the people who, hey, if we want to, we can just leave our day jobs. I chose to because I prefer this over my day job by far.
Hell yeah,
And
man.
yeah, this is the group of people who I think are really interesting in Axie Infinity because we're the people who have time to be on Twitter all day and just talk with the community and spread the word and be like, hey, have you heard of this life-changing game?
Yeah. We're the army. We're the army. It's an army. It's an army of people. Yeah, I'm doing my
It's
part.
even better than the Doge army.
Yeah, for sure, way better. You see, I'm doing my part in terms of content, but I know there's people doing their part as well. Like keeping the game alive in many other ways. So, I definitely don't see myself as like, oh yeah, the savior here. It's more like I'm documenting this process. In many ways, and
Oh,
I'm glad I did this because now I'm gonna go talk to these other people as well. Hell yeah.
we're like the 12 apostles, 12 disciples.
Okay.
All of us are doing our part to keep this game up and spread the word. But
Absolutely, bro.
I feel,
I think I'm gonna cut it here because it's already 16 minutes, and now that I think about this, I want to make this like a short, like
oh,
documentaries.
yeah.
Yeah, so we can
I was about to say the same thing. I think we should hop into our game right now because if we do a best of 5, that should probably be about 15 minutes of video.
Okay.
If you want.
Oh, you mean like play an actual game?
Yeah, Axie Infinity. Can
Yeah,
you play?
no, yeah, I play, but I don't play the PvP as much. I actually, I like breeding a lot. I enjoy it. It's not even about the money. I enjoy breeding. I enjoy looking for genes, and I breed based on the best cards. I don't breed based on the meta. Like I don't really care about the meta that much. But I like cards. I like power cards. Like 100 damage, 120 damage. I love doing that shit. It's probably not the best way, but definitely I think when people are looking to breed those cards, they're gonna need those pure breeds, right? That are the best cards in terms of damage and stuff like that. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Those those are the axes that I think like the perfect axes are the ones that aren't going to lose their value because you can't breed more of them. Like there's a cap on how many you can breed if you are going for it. But like it's really just straight up difficult to breed a perfect Axie. So a perfect Axie, in my opinion, is always going to sell for 0.25 Ethereum. Well, the rest of the market, yes, will go down. It's kind of like how a Mystic Axie will always sell for 5 Ethereum.
Mm-hmm. And even, what do you think about axes that are like, I don't know, at a 7-to-7 breed, but they're great axes? I think they will come into play in land gameplay.
I I don't buy them personally.
Right, I
I
don't
sell
either.
them.
No, yeah, of course, I don't buy them either. But I mean, for people that are coming in and they want a good PvP and a good Axie, maybe for the future of land. I mean, I don't see them losing value because I think some people are never gonna go into breeding and they're gonna buy good Axies that are. It is what it is. It's imagine a game. Imagine any other collectible game that doesn't have breeding. That's kind of how it works, right? If the pet is good, it has good skills, people buy them. It keeps the value. I know there's another factor here, which is the breeding, but there's gonna be people that don't breed, right? And they're gonna buy good Axies, and that's gonna have its value if it's a good Axie, even if it's 7 out of 7.
I'm pretty sure his name is Babes Riley. I'm pretty sure he's a 7 out of 7 buyer. Like, he will buy a perfect Axie over a breeding Axie.
Damn,
Like, there are
you
definitely
see,
those players.
bro, I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy, bro. I love talking to
Oh,
people,
yeah,
man.
no.
Yeah.
Dude, he'll be a good interview for you because he's going to tell you, yo, go for the perfect Axies. Go for the perfect
What a visionary!
stats,
He's
everything.
he's a visionary for sure, for sure. You know,
Oh, yeah, no,
take,
he's a PvP god.
to take that bet like that and be like, nah, I'll buy the best. You know, people will see less value because it's 7 out of 7, but in reality, when it's in practice, it's not a bad buy. That's the thing. It's not a bad buy in practice. If you actually have a good Axie that you can, slay on PvP and in the future in land gameplay, who the fuck cares if it's 7 out of 7 or 1 out of 7? That doesn't do shit. What it does is in the actual battle. Yeah.
You got your arena team, send it.
But
I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to make so much Ethereum off of these Axies I'm breeding for PvE.
PvE? Oh, man, we got to talk,
I am
dude.
breeding specifically for land play. I don't even give a about anything in the arena for breeding. Like, I have my perfect arena team. It smacks. Now I'm putting all my energy into PvE because every single one of these land plots are going to need 3 Axies on them. Guess what? I'm going to sell you those Axies.
Hell yeah. Hey, man, it was nice talking to you, man. Send me a list of the next people I should interview in your opinion, and then I'll hit them up. And we'll do a little docu. Hell yeah, man. I'm down for this.
Hell yeah.
All right, man.
Good shit. Yo, I'm going to say peace out right now, and we'll end this call. Otherwise, we're just going to go forever because this is Axie and Vandy, and there's that much to go over.
All right. Sounds good, man.